And howdy, y'all. Hope you can hear me okay. Today it's just me, myself, and I because Dad is traveling. He's going out to see his dad. What is going on with this camera today? But let me say hello first. Eat more possum with you first. TJ, who? Northside, Dominic, Jim Stroning. Yeah, howdy, fellers. So, why is this thing not wanting to focus? What's up with that? Huh? What are we doing? Let's do that. That'll work. So, anyway, um, what to talk about first? There's only one thing to talk about. And I'd be curious to hear everybody else chime in. Chuck is here, meaning if Chuck's here, Lori's listening in too. So be careful, guys. Keep it clean in the chat. Dad ain't here today. So, but yeah, I guess the biggest subject of the week. Yeah, that's kind of, I figured that. I guess the big, take the high road. No, I'm taking the low road today. And, well, I guess we're not getting around this countering CCP drones act, are we? And we've talked about it before on the channel, and this bill's been around for several years now. But this year, for some reason, it made it out of committee, and that's the dangerous part. Dad is traveling. He's on the big bird in the sky, heading to Wisconsin, go see his dad. So, and James Baraka is here. Howdy from Florida. So, but yeah, this countering CCP drones act thingy, it's been around for a while. It's the thing now, it actually is made it out of committee. And so now it can be added on to any other kind of legislation that's get passed without anybody knowing what they're voting on. And next thing you know, DJI is on the covered list, and that is the end of DJI in the US. Well, Chuck, I wouldn't just say Google. I would just say no more than a security threat than Google themselves. I mean, Google is more nosy than anything. Yeah, and Google Maps, satellite views. I mean, you get all that. It's bullcrap. But you know, Representative Stefanik had a staffer, her national security advisor, that's now an exec or the national policy guy at Skydio. Think about that for a second. So, I'm just, yeah. Her ex staffer that she's probably very friendly with wrote this thing on behalf of Skydio. but Skydio can't get out of their own way. So, yeah, that's the spirit. Kick them while they're down, Jim. Kick them while they're down. Have you ever heard of legislative immunity? Yeah, that unfortunately that don't work, Chuck. Yeah, well, I'd love to see her living out of in a cardboard box. I mean, doesn't that pretty much which state is she out of? New York. Well, should it surprise you? Isn't she in your neck of the woods, sir, Chuck? So yeah, Chucky, you gonna have to take a little road trip and do a little educating. Yeah, I think the party affiliation these days doesn't mean jack anymore, but and here comes East Coast Thrills. Y'all be careful what you say about him now. He's here now. But yes, this has gotten to the state of dangerous for us now. And I'm just at loss, how uneducated people can be. And I really should quit saying that because some people take it as a challenge. So, yeah, BS. Couldn't agree with you more on that. Couldn't agree with you more. So, and it doesn't just stop with drones. If you think of all the other products that DJI has, the pocket camera, that the Action 3, Action 4, um, there there's so many products that DJI has that you need an FCC approval because they're using Wi-Fi and or Bluetooth. All those products be out too. It's not just going to be the drones. It's pretty much it's going to wipe DJI out. Period. Anything that has an app to go with that, any other, uh, the gimbals, any of it, it's all going to be gone. So, I was toying with the idea of the Pocket 3, but at this point, no. I mean, if you have it, I'm glad you do. I hope you enjoy it. And let's hope that, even if this thing goes through, that existing licenses won't be wiped because that would, and where's GoPro made? Well, they're all made in China, but GoPro is an American company. Hell, Apple made in China, American company. Don't matter if your phone snoops on you, but if we have drones overhead, you know, it's yeah. It's infuriating. It really is. And with remote ID now coming into play was any of that stuff. Um, you know, with remote ID now, they can identify the DJI drones, and it's the whole package is about to backfire on us big time. First they said, well, the remote ID is only a license plate for your drone. Well, the license plate is about to come bite us in the butt. Yeah. And, just for the FPV folks, you know, O3 is going to be gone too. Avata 2, bye bye. O4, don't even think about it. Yeah, Vistas, air units, that's all going to be gone. If DJI goes, everything's gone. So, I mean, I'm just, yeah, it gets me. Fly Zone Drone. Hey, Mikey. Good to see you. Jim's already making deals. Aren't we just glad we have him amongst us? And I saw this other article today that I screenshot. I'm trying to bring it on. So China can put a ship on the moon, and it's bringing back samples, and we can't manage to. Well, so here's a. Yeah. And since I mentioned remote ID, I just came across this here a couple hours ago. I'm an agricultural drone. I'm just going to read this out real quick. I'm an agricultural drone owner slash operator in Texas, and I just had an awful experience courtesy of the FAA and remote ID. I've been out at a large field since sunrise applying insecticide on cotton for an hour ago. Someone saw the drone and stopped at the other end of the field, which is normal as an ag drone is very visible and a lot of people are curious about them. What is normal is them figuring out exactly where I was during the remote ID broadcast, using the remote ID broadcast, and then driving me like a lunatic and almost pinning me between their car and my trailer. I'm in the middle of my landing zone. After he did that, he immediately jumped out of his car, was a gun on his hip, and started screaming at me to get the damn drone off his fucking land. Couple of things about this. I was being paid by the actual landowner to spray that cotton, so I'm 100% I have permission to be there. This guy just lived across the road and was trespassing and trying to intimidate me. I've been there since 6 a.m. and he hadn't noticed me until 2 p.m. Tried to explain to him that he needed to get out of my landing zone and to wait until the drone was on the ground before we could discuss anything else, but he wasn't having it and just continued screaming at me to get off his land. I ended up putting the drone down in the field and told him you're being crazy and called the sheriff. Magically, that shut him up, and long enough for me to explain while I was there, and I was fully aware he didn't own the land. His explanation was that his wife saw it and thought a 200-pound drone was used to spy on her through her kitchen window, so he used his remote ID app to get the takeoff location. Before the sheriff got there, he left the scene, but I was sure to inform them of where he left and a detailed description of what he said. So yeah. Remote ID at its finest, fellers. So I just thought, oh, Oklahoma probably got weak. Oh, wow. Yeah. What are we doing here? Hold on. I'm trying to catch up with the chat. Yes, he's eyeing something. That's why he left. Yeah. He left because he knew he was wrong. So, but it's a prime example of exactly happening what we feared would happen was the remote ID business. Yeah, I'm just full of good news today. And as the chat bot reminds y'all, hit that thumb. So, yeah, make sure you vote out everybody involved. Yeah, good luck with that. There's a simple solution to most of our problems. It's called term limits. You know, four terms for congressmen, done, and no retirement, $175,000 for life after that. Yeah, that ain't happening. Senators get 2 terms. Presidents stay with 2 terms. Done with it. Well, it's the dam that needs to sign it that's gonna be signing it right away because he's got enough issues with those folks to begin with, and yeah, well, let's not get into that. So, TJ Giggles is a porn star. What kind of porn are we talking about? Do I want to know? Aki Russo. Howdy, fella. Yep, takes 2 to dance, and they are dancing. But yeah, it's so if they revoke these existing licenses of everything, that means all your air unit, your Vistas, your O3s, goggles 1, V1, V2, goggles 2, goggles entire, goggles 3, all that is trash. So TJ has a porn stash now. Oh, that explains it right there. It's giggle porn. Okay. No worries. No worries. So, anyhow, oh, I did get a little something in the mail. Yes, I folded. I folded and I got one. The Moonlight kit. Come on, focus. There we go. Let's see if I can't get some 4K recording. Let's see how that works out. I did get the Thumb Pro, but I really haven't done anything with it yet because it's been hotter than Hades and I've been busy. Had to remodel a bathroom. All I was wanting to do was change out the toilet, but I was told changing out the toilet comes with a paint job of the entire bathroom. And so we paint it. And since we were painting, we got to replace the mirror. And if we replace the mirror, we got to replace the light fixture too. So, the gift that keeps on giving. But I think it looks pretty nice. And we did good. So, yeah, well, more for her than for me. I was the cheap labor, so to speak. You know, she picked me up at the in the Home Depot parking lot. We'll work for food. So, but anyway, so I'm going to just put the brakes on any future DJI purchases till we figure out where this goes. I was kind of holding off on DJI for the time being anyway because I'm wanting to see how the whole O3, O4, Goggles 3, Goggles 2 saga plays out before I purchase anything. I mean, really, if you want to get down to it, right now the Goggles 2 is probably the best all-around goggle. DJI and Tegra goggles probably the cheapest of the whole of the bunch, and probably the most versatile because Integra can do the Vista, the Air unit, the O3 unit, and now the Avata 1 and 2, and DJI FPV. So, I mean, that's going to be the big thing, except that what did Possum Dubbit, the facial torture device? Yeah, Air 4, Mavic 4, I think we're just going to put all that on hold for the time being. There, the blessing that gives and takes, home ownership. Yeah, it's more like the blessing that keeps on giving. Great micromanager while being nowhere near the actual work. What do we call those? Armchair quarterbacks? Yeah, let's roll with that. So anyhow, well, Dad ain't here, but he's been having a good time flying the Avata too. as we all see in his videos. But I can't speak to any of it because I don't have one, and well, now I ain't getting one either. Anybody wants to cut a deal on an Air 2S, let me know. Has DJI Pro controller, the high dollar. So, what else I have to report? Wait, there was something else I was thinking about. Oh yeah. So just in case this whole thing doesn't go through, Stefanik's got another thing coming, and it's called the, what do I call it again? It's called the, why don't I just share it? There we go. The Drones for First Responders Act. And this is such a load of crap. I mean, you all really need to read this thing. Okay, Warren, you be safe with the weather over there. I know San Antonio is getting some thunderstorms tonight too. But yeah, unmanned aircraft that are made in the People's Republic of China dominate the current market in the United States for unmanned aircraft and present an unacceptable national security risk. And the beautiful thing is on this thing, they don't have to prove it. They just they're just writing whatever they want to. Through direct subsidization and target investment by the Chinese Communist Party, unmanned aircraft suppliers in the People's Republic of China are undercutting the domestic and partner unmanned aircraft markets and undermining ad valorem tariffs. Over 90% of unmanned aircraft operated by America's first responders are made in the People's Republic of China. And they're perfectly happy with them the way they are because they actually freaking work. So, it is strategically critical for first responders, critical infrastructure providers, and farmers and ranchers to have access to secure unmanned aircraft that are manufactured in the United States by our partners and allies. Didn't we go to China and have them produce everything for us because we couldn't pay the wages over here? Am I going completely off the deep end now? So, yeah, it's just, and basically what this thing boils down to, they want to start was a 30% tariff that goes up by 5% every year till it hits 50%. And then it's going to be 50% plus $100. So you take, well, let's take for round figures, mini 4K. It's $300 right now. So we add half of that. So then it'll be $450 plus the $100. Now we're at $550 for said drone. And then they're going to take $250 and give it to the first responders so they can afford the $450 for the drone that only costs $300 now. So I'm just, oh, looky who's here. Kelly, Ready, Set, Drone. Howdy, feller. Haven't talked to you in a while. China just landed on the dark side of the moon was a UAV, yeah? Anyway, yeah. So China goes to the moon. We can't get out of our own way, and now we're getting text to death on top of it. So yeah, it's all a big flipping mess. This bill hasn't been filed yet. At least it's not available through government.org yet. So let's see if this thing actually does come in. So, but yeah. So we're either losing DJI altogether or it's getting taxed to death to where to where we can't afford them anymore. So figure $1,000 drone now is going to cost $1,500 at that point, actually $1,600 at that point. So we can give $600 to the first responders to pay for the $1,000 drone. No, yeah, that's she don't need. She just needs to be educated and not listening to her old staffer that now works and has an interest at Skydio. So this is just, and what I find particularly scary, if you look at the Countering CCP Drone Act, a lot of congressmen are jumping on board. And here's Guthrie and Alford that just jumped in with this thing as co-sponsors on the 6th of May. And here's three that just started here, April 9th through May 6th. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 co-sponsors signing up for this thing. So in essence, doubling. So it's call to arms. Not call to arms, call to pins. Let your finger do the dialing. So yeah, it's a pretty heavy subject today, but I don't think we're getting around that. And of course, they were clever enough to call this drones for first responders because everybody loves the first responders, and rightfully so. But I can't believe the first responders let themselves put in a bill like this. I mean, I used to be a first responder, and I'm absolutely appalled by this bullcrap. Yeah, it's absolutely written to the seat, and we're just Homeland Security Bulletin. Who is that Kaiser Industry? I don't even know. Well, if they would have called it the drones for poppies and ice cream, that thing already be passed. Yeah, it's it's a scary scenario. It's some scary shit that's coming our way. I'm reminded, what was that comedian that said that all politicians should have the patches of their sponsors on their suits so you can see who's paying for them. All right, eat more possum. Don't give them any more ideas. Okay. This is, yeah. It wouldn't be the bill with the Safe the Children and Apple Pie Act. Okay. That's the act, not the bill. Yeah, sort of like NASCAR drivers. Yeah, exactly. Did somebody mention pie? So TJ, you're gonna have to rename yourself to TP Giggles FPV because we know the P stands for porn. So T Porn Giggles FPV. There, we fixed you. You're welcome. So, what do we do? Write the congressman and get them educated? Kelly, do we need to have another drone meet and invite a bunch of congressmen so they can see what it is we're doing? I mean, what's it going to take? What's it going to take? Well, I wouldn't say some humans are untrainable. It just matters, good cattle prod. I mean, some proper incentivizing. There we go. So I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't have all the answers, but we better come up with something. We need more. We need more puppy safe by drone videos. Maybe I can get on Dad to create some AI drone rescue videos. Since he loves the AI stuff so much, he can just create a bunch of puppy rescue drone videos to put on YouTube, and then we make them go viral. And I don't know. The shit is they know drones work. Now they want to tax the crap out of it so first responders can have them too. TJ, your secret is safe with us. We won't tell anyone. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of having a two-party system. you know. But then again, when I look at Germany currently, yeah. Okay, now exact East Coast, you're gonna have to explain how you know this now. Do you have any personal experience there? I mean, I don't want to put out any hearsay, you know. I need to have good, reliable sources before we, you know, make statements like that. Yeah, it don't matter which party the buffoon belongs to. So that didn't come out right. Never mind. He's had some friends. Uh-huh. Man, he's had friends. We'll call them your friends. Yeah. Asking for a friend. Yeah. Sure. Any you try flying the Mini 3 or 4 with goggles? No, I have not. I don't have the Mini 3 nor the 4 nor do I have the goggles. So I'm gonna have to come up there and fly them for you. I want to fly that Avata too before you fly it again and it's no longer flyable. Speaking of which, the Avata 2 is still flyable there, Kelly. Can we have a confirmation on that? Speaking of Kelly, you know, I do have this photo for him. Where do I put it? I've got something for you. Is the camera still working and are all four motors still working? Let's start with the simple stuff. And here it is. Here's Kelly's new drone. For those that haven't seen it yet. It's the it's on ELRS too. He loves ELRS so much, so we got this one on ELRS. An extra long real string. I mean, it actually that thing is actually kind of cool. If I may say so myself. And it's almost seagull proof too. And Ben's in the house. Howdy, fella. Ben, I need to talk to you anyway. I'm gonna have to give you a chat later. So Oh yeah. We do have this little tidbit though. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Here we go. Just for you, Kelly.
Is that Dad Random's quad?
I think it is. Ah, there you go. That's gonna make that lens nice and
Salty.
yeah. Sexy quad.
Yep. These little nuggets are always kept on the ready around here. Just for Kelly. What sexy beard are you talking about? I don't know. If you want to call it sexy, you know. The only tongue action Kelly has seen on the wall, apparently. Did I say that out loud? Oops. All right, Ben. You just arrived. You need to inject something new into our conversation here because it's been pretty grim here this evening. We were talking about the DJI business with the FCC and the Countering CCP Drone Act, and ugh, what a crock! What a crock! So, and I don't think they're gonna skate around this thing with this new company. What's that? What the DJI knockoff brand? What is it? Not what's that? Axon? What's a Patriot drone? Was it? What they call that green beast again? Not Holy Stone. This copy brand of DJI. It's basically a DJI Air 3 in green that's sold under a different brand name on Amazon. Yeah, whatever that label is. Yeah. Anybody remember that label? Yep. I can't think of it right now. Yeah, was it Spectre? Spectre might be. Yep, that's it. Billy Kyle's latest video on the Roomba Air 4 is really good. Well, yeah, I found the Spectre. Here we go. There's the Spectre Air, which is the Air 3. Just under a different name. So, wake me up on a. You think we're going to see that? You think we're going to see that? I don't know. Anyway. If I can't have it, you can't have it either. Okay. Drone for adults mean not Kelly proof. So we know how well you fly. So. Anyway, so yeah. Soon to be discussed how I feel about this thing. What the world that just happened in my life here? Wee. Alrighty then. What's going on here? What's going on? My light one. Haywire. Yep. Light's broken. I think it's time to say goodbye. I'm going to need some remote ID. Well, Chris is better probably than Kelly, so I have a bit more faith in Chris than I do in Kelly. So, all right, you go eat dinner. I think we're all going to go eat dinner. Good night, Kelly. Thanks for stopping by. And the rest of y'all, if you wouldn't mind, hit that thumbs up on the way out, please. I appreciate it. And we'll see you again next week with the installation of what's wrong in the drone world. Yeah, it got a little dark in here, didn't it? Well, sorry about that. Yeah, we'll see you next week. Same time, same place. Until then, y'all have fun. Be safe out there. And thank you for stopping by. See ya.